design and analysis of single phase full converter by using thyristors. Okay, single phase full converter by using thyristors. Here this is called the thyristor T1, thyristor T2, and thyristor T3, and thyristor T4. They all thyristors are connected like this across the load. Okay, from the library by entering the thyristor. Okay, by press such icon, and then you will get this is called detailed thyristor. Okay, from this library, select this type of detailed thyristors. Okay, so then after this after selecting this detailed thyristor. Okay, so press right click on this library, press right click on this library, add block to semi converter. This is file name is called semi converter. So that's why add block to model semi converters. Then so by clicking on the right click on this icon, okay, and then it will be appear on this worksheet like this. Okay, like this all elements are. So we have to get the all elements from this library. Okay, so after getting these all elements from the library, place on worksheet and arrange like this all thyristors. This is called thyristor T1 and this is called thyristor T1. Okay, detailed thyristor is having anode, cathode, gate. Okay, like this. The thyristor T2 and this is called thyristor T3, thyristor T4. All thyristors are connected like this. After the connection of these thyristors across the load, this is called load is nothing but series RLC branch from the library. Okay, enter here series RLC branch, series RLC branch. Okay, and search here, and then it will appear like this series RLC branch. Okay, on this series RLC branch, press right click and add to model semi converter or full converter. So the file name is called so semi converter. That's why it is added into this worksheet. Okay, so like this we have to add this resistor, and in this resistor by pressing the 2 times, you want to change this load as a RL type. Select RL. You want to change RLC, so press RLC. For example, this color RL, no? So I want to change this load resistor into RL type. So by pressing like this and then apply and then OK. So it will be looks like it will be appear as a RL branch, load resistor RL. You want to change this again RLC, take RLC here and then apply and then OK. So it will be converted into RLC branch. So like this, by changing the only series RLC branch from the library, series RLC branch, by entering the series branch, so we'll get this type of element. Okay, so after here I want to interest in for example first R load. Okay, first we have to execute this experiment. Okay, for R load. So this resistance value 100 ohms. Okay, then so then how to give the triggering pulse means the thyristor in a single phase full converter per pass to peak, per pass to off cycle, thyristor T1, the thyristor T1 and the thyristor T3, two are conducting at a time. The thyristor T3 and thyristor T1 both are conducting at a time. That's why we have to give the triggering pulse to the by using pulse generator 1. Only one pulse generator is required to give the triggering pulse of thyristor T1 and thyristor T3 because of these two are conducting simultaneously. T1, T3 are conducting simultaneously because of that. So we have to give the triggering pulse to these thyristors at same time. That's why only single pulse generator is required. So in this single pulse generator, for example, this firing angle of the pulse, for example, 60 degrees. For example, alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, this is called firing angle. Our firing angle alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, for 60 degrees, how to give the triggering pulse means how to give the triggering pulse for 60 degrees means so we know well frequency is equal to 50 Hz. Okay, for complete cycle, that is called time period, that is equal to 1 by f. So the 1 by 50, okay, 1 by 50 is nothing but 20 milliseconds. 20 milliseconds. This is the time period. Okay, that means for complete 360 degrees. Okay, for 360 degrees, here 360 degrees, that means here the time is called 20 milliseconds. Okay, for 360 degrees is equal to 20 milliseconds means 360 degrees is equal to 20 milliseconds. Okay, means for alpha is equal to 60 degrees. No? So for 60 degrees, how much? So that is equal to, for time period for 60 is equal to 20 into 60 divided by 360. Okay, then you will get 0.033. Okay, like this seconds. So like this you will get the time period for 60 degrees. That means we have to give the triggering pulse for this thyristor here 0.033. Understood? So here in this pulse triggering pulse generator 1, amplitude is equal to 5, period that is called 20 milliseconds. Okay, here 20 milliseconds. So here 20 milliseconds means, so you have to give 20 milliseconds in their period. Seconds is called 20 milliseconds, that is equal to 0.02 seconds. Like this we have to give the period in seconds. And then here take pulse width, for example here 10%, take pulse width, take 50%. Okay, take pulse width is equal to 50%, and page delay is nothing but page delay is equal to 0.0033 seconds. Okay, 0.0033 seconds for 60 degrees. For alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, for alpha is equal to 60 degrees, that is called time period 360 is equal to 20 into 60 divided by 360. This is equal to 0.0033 seconds. So that's why we have to give the triggering pulse for thyristor G1 0.0033 seconds. Okay, this is the time period for that is means with respect to 60 degrees. Okay, so this is we have to give the triggering pulse for thyristor T1 and the thyristor T3. Okay, T1 and T3 are connected to the gate. Same pulse generator 1, T1 and T3 are connected to the pulse generator 1 and pulse generator 3. Similarly, so for negative peak, for negative half cycle, okay, for negative half cycle, thyristors or remaining thyristors are connected. So remaining thyristors connecting for negative half cycle means, so for negative half cycle, remaining thyristors are connecting. Am I right? So that is means 360 degrees is equal to 60. 360 degrees is equal to 360 degrees is equal to 20 milliseconds. Am I right? 360 degrees is equal to 360 degrees is equal to 20 milliseconds. That means 180 plus alpha is called okay, 360 degrees is equal to 20 milliseconds. Okay, that means 180 this thyristor T2 and the remaining thyristors, that is called thyristor, this T2 and T4 are connecting at a firing angle of 180 plus alpha. 180 plus alpha. For this okay, firing angle, this T2 and T3, T4 are conducting. So that is means 180 plus 60, that is equal to, so 180 plus 60 degrees is equal to 240. Okay, for 240 degrees is equal to, so we have to find the tank. Okay, time period. So okay, then T is equal to 20 into 240 divided by 20 into 240 divided by 360. For this firing angle 240 degrees, firing angle means the time period 240 degrees 240 degrees is equal, the thyristors are conducting at 0.0133 seconds. Okay, this time is called here time T is equal to here 0.0133 seconds. Okay, here 0.0133 seconds we have to give triggering pulse for remaining thyristors 0.0133. So these are the triggering pulses. In this way, we have to give the triggering pulses to these two remaining thyristors. And our input voltage is called, for example, instead of 120, take 230. Here enter 230, then apply, and then okay. Okay, so connected like this. So AC voltage source single phase AC voltage source is connected to this pole. Positive polarity is connected to this pole, and the negative polarity is connected to the another pole of thyristors. Okay, this is called a single phase full bridge semi converter, single phase full semi full converter, single phase full converter. So here the scope is connected across the first icon, first scope terminal is connected to the supply side. Okay, so if you want to connect to the scope, connect here one voltage measurement from the library, take from the library right here, voltage measurement. Okay, voltage measurement right here, voltage measurement. So voltage measurement, in this voltage measurement, okay, click on this voltage measurement and add to model like this. Okay, so connect here voltage measurement parallel to the our input voltage source. Similarly, if you want to measure the voltage across this thyristor T1, thyristor T2, thyristor T4, connect voltage measurement in parallel to the thyristor and then connect to the thyristors to the scopes. Understood? So how to connect this? This means connect one voltage measurement, that is called this, place here one voltage measurement parallel to the thyristor T1. Similarly, another voltage, another thyristor across the another thyristor, place like this. Similar way, place another thyristor across this here. So that means our first supply voltage is called this. First port is called supply voltage. Second port is called pulse generator G1, pulse generator firing circuit, pulse generator G1, and then third is called pulse generator G2. Okay, then fourth is called load, voltage across the load. So that means the four are connected like here in the scope, and the remaining elements, that means what if you want to measure the voltage across the thyristor T1, thyristor T2, thyristor T3, T4 like this, the voltage measurements are connected like this, and then connect here, then voltage measurement across the thyristor T1 parallel to the thyristor T1. Okay, so like this, and then this is called, in this way we have to connect the one voltmeter, just like a voltmeter connected one parallel to the thyristor. Similar way, connect here one this voltage measurement exactly parallel to the thyristor, another thyristor. So here also connect one voltage measurement one terminal and another terminal here. Similar way, here also connect one voltage measurement terminal here and another terminal here. And here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this 4 voltage measurements are connected like this. So that means, so you want to measure this 4 voltages, 4 voltage waveform across the thyristor. Take another scope. Okay, another scope. So place exactly like this, and then from here onwards, this is called thyristor T1. Connect thyristor T1. Okay, and then this is called thyristor T1 and T4. First connect thyristor T1 and T4. Okay, because of these two thyristors are connecting same time. And then after that, thyristor T3, connect thyristor T3 here, and then thyristor T4 here. Okay, so like this, by taking these two scopes, we have to execute this experiment. This scope is belongs to the load voltage, supply voltage, pulse generator 1 and pulse generator 2. This scope is belongs to the voltage across the thyristors. Okay, so then if you want to execute this experiment, so right here stop time 0.1. Okay, 0.1 or 0.2. Stop here, stop time, right? Enter stop time is equal 0.1 second, and then press run icon. Okay, press run icon, then it will be simulate. Okay, so after simulate, so then after this press simulate, and then it executed, and then press here scope, then the output voltage, this is called up supply voltage, our supply voltage. Okay, and this is our triggering pulse 1, first triggering pulse 1, thyristor triggering pulse, and here thyristor triggering pulse 2, and here pulse width is, in this pulse width is called 50%. That's why in this thyristor T1, the pulse width we are getting like this. Okay, so similarly change the pulse width in a pulse generator G2, then apply 50% and enter, then run again. After run, press here, then you will get the same pulse width of the thyristor T1 and T2. Well, G1 and G2. Here, this is called pulse generator 1 and pulse generator 2. Okay, the pulse generator 1 output and a pulse generator T2 output. Okay, so in this way we have to give the triggering pulses. So this is called pulse width of the thyristor. Okay, based on triggering pulse, so we'll get this top of output. Okay, this is called firing angle alpha is equal to 60 degrees. So in this way we have to get the output voltage. And this is for voltage across the load and voltage across the supply voltage and pulse generator 1, pulse generator. And this is for thyristor voltages, voltage across the thyristors. Thyristor T1 and T2. These two thyristors are conducting T1, T3, T4, T2, T4. This waveform and this waveform belongs to first two waveforms belongs to voltage across the first this waveform. This is called voltage across the thyristor T1 and this is called T3, and this is voltage across the thyristor T2 and this is called T4. So that means the thyristor T1 and the T2 are triggering at the same time for positive half cycle for alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, because of this reason, the two waveforms will be similar. Okay, and these two thyristors T2 and T4 are conducting at a firing angle when 180 plus alpha for alpha is equal to 60, but so 180 plus alpha, these are triggering at 180 plus alpha. So because of this reason, these two thyristors or voltage across the thyristors are will be same. Okay, so in this way we have to execute this single phase full converter, and then these are the different types of output voltages. The voltage across the load we can this way we have to observe. We have to understand this voltage waveform, output voltage across the load. Okay, across the load. And here, so press your last icon. Okay, so in this display, by pressing this last icon under the below file. Okay, so press last icon, corner icon in this okay, output results waveform, and press here display. Okay, this active display 1 now. This active display 1 means it belongs to supply voltage. Okay, so active display 1 is called belongs to supply voltage. Active display 2 is called pulse generator G1, and active display 3 is called pulse generator G3, and active display 4 is belongs to load voltages. Okay, understood? If you active plus active display 1, this is called title. Enter title is equal to, okay, supply voltage. This is our supply voltage. Okay, enter supply voltage, and the label is called voltage volts. So by pressing this apply and then okay, and then you will get the label like this here, volts. Okay, and then it will be appear. So here supply voltage here. Okay, and the voltage here. So and then we want to change the background of this, okay, waveform. So press here second icon from the last corner. Okay, by pressing like this. Okay, and this beside of this first last corner, press second one, and then it will appear in the window appear like this. Here, if you want to change here black, so by for example, press here white color, and then change. If you want to change the active display 1, this is called active display 1, and this is called thickness of this line. So by changing the thickness of the line 0.7 to 2, then apply, then okay. So this background is changes like this. Okay, so not only here, by press here and then press second icon, style, this is called style, and then here, so change the axis colors. So for example, pink color, and then apply, then okay, so it will be appear like this. and then press again here by changing this another color, skull, axis color is skull. So like this, and then it will be less. And press here and select another color, black color, and then it will be appear like this. Okay, we want to change the style of this image. Press this style, and here if you want to change these colors of this waveform, okay, the thickness of the line is indicated by this 2, 3 like this. For example, 3, I'm line thickness of the line is 3, and if you want to change the color, okay, so pink color, then apply, it will be appear like this. Okay, in this way we have to change the colors. Similarly, for active display 2, okay, for active display 1 is completed and active display 2. For example, active display 4. Okay, so if you want to change the color of this line, for example, this color, then apply, so it will appear like this. If you want to change the another color, okay, so press here this and red color, and then apply, it will be appear as a red color. Okay, and if you want to change the thickness of this lines, and press here 2, 3, then apply, and then it will be thickness of the line, output voltage line is can change like this. So in this way we have to change the, okay, and so by pressing the last icon, so that is called legend, okay, legend, and then it will be display input voltage, pulse generator G1, pulse generator G2, output voltage automatically display, okay, on the corner, rightmost corner of the waveform by pressing these icons. Last one, legend, okay, and by pressing this icon, by changing the labels, so active display 4, and if you want to change the load voltage, that is called voltage volts. By pressing this volts Y label, then it will be appear here volts, okay, and by changing the color, so you want to change, for example, this color, so background color will be changes like this. For example, I'm changing another to another color. So not this style. Under this style, press here and then apply. So it will be changes background of this. Okay, waveform is changes. Like this, we have to execute this experiment and we have to change the colors of these different types of waveforms. Okay, this is our